I can't find my bracelet anywhere. I bet my mother-in-law took it again. Stop overreacting. It's just a bracelet, and it's from Mom. Let it go. My mother-in-law has this annoying habit of taking my things without asking, and my husband always sides with her. Why can't he stand up for me? I'm at my wit's end here. Then something unexpected happened. My husband's beloved luxury car got stolen, and I know exactly who took it. I'm Emma, 28 years old. What started as a happy life with my husband, Ethan, began to unravel about a year into our marriage. We both have jobs, but I usually get home earlier, so I cook dinner and wait for Ethan to come back. One day, he dropped a bombshell on me. Mom's moving in with us next week. Wait, what? You mean she's staying over? I asked, shocked. Ethan let out an exasperated sigh. She's not just staying over, she's moving in. Moving in, living together. I couldn't believe it. Ever since Dad passed, Mom's been alone. She's getting older, and it's hard for her. You can't just make that decision without me. We have our own lives too. At least give me some time to think about it. But Ethan just grinned and shrugged it off. It's no big deal. Mom just wants to feel secure, so she's moving in. I understand she might feel lonely and insecure, but you made this huge decision without even talking to me. Couldn't you at least have told me? Why do I need to tell you everything? She's my mother. Exactly, she's your mother, not mine. I'm the one who has to make all the adjustments. What's your problem? It's already decided. Deal with it. Wait, hold on. I called after him, but he left the room, leaving me alone with my growing frustration. How could he make such a big decision about our living situation without even considering my feelings? Ethan doesn't lift a finger around the house, and now I'm supposed to just accept this because it's his mom. We've tried discussing it, but all he says is, it's done, shutting down any conversation. Sure enough, the next week, his mom, my mother-in-law, moved into our home, just like he planned. If she were a normal person, I might not mind living together, but she constantly makes snide remarks and belittles me. That's why I've always avoided going to her house unless absolutely necessary. Now, out of nowhere, we're living under the same roof. As I feared, my mother-in-law wasted no time in making snide remarks from the moment she arrived. Emma, didn't you know I was coming today? There's trash piled up in the corner of the room. I'm sorry, I was working all day and didn't have time to clean. Excuses, excuses, couldn't you have tidied up after work? But then I wouldn't have had time to make dinner. Oh, for heaven's sake, stop talking back. How do you even manage being Ethan's wife? Learn to be more efficient. I'm sorry, I muttered. Barely 10 minutes in our home, and it was already like this. I dreaded what lay ahead. From that day on, my mother-in-law's overbearing behavior only intensified, leaving me constantly on edge. One day, I came home from work, and she greeted me at the door with an unusually cheerful, welcome home. She never greeted me like that, so it felt unsettling. Then, I noticed something shiny around her neck. Wait, is that my necklace? It looked just like the one I owned. A bad feeling washed over me, and I rushed to my room to check my jewelry box. My suspicion was spot on. I immediately headed back to the living room and confronted her, who was lounging on the couch as if nothing was amiss. Mother-in-law, that necklace, it's mine, isn't it? Oh, you finally noticed. It looks great on me, don't you think? I couldn't believe her audacity. What do you mean? Stop using my things without asking. What's the big deal? It's not like it's going to wear out. That's not the point. And stop telling me what to do. Get dinner ready. Ethan will be home soon. Even as I cooked, she hovered over me, her meddling only adding to my stress. That night, I couldn't take it anymore and decided it was time to talk to my husband. Hey, Ethan, can we talk for a minute? What's up? Today, I found out your mother was wearing my necklace without asking. Oh, and? So, do you get it now? She went into my room, opened my jewelry box, and took it. Stole it. Aren't you being a bit dramatic? Being dramatic? How is this an exaggeration? Calm down, I'm sure Mom didn't mean any harm. I felt my anger rise as Ethan sided with his mother. I struggled to keep my voice steady. Are you saying it's acceptable to just go into someone's room and take their things? A decent person would at least apologize. Mom just saw something she liked and took it. That's not the issue, Ethan, you need to talk to her. Me? Yes, you. She disrespects me, and telling her off myself won't change anything. You, as her son, need to address this. Fine, I'll handle it, just be patient, okay? Despite my insistence, Ethan seemed to forget by the next day. I shot him several annoyed looks, but he never spoke to his mother. She continued to use my belongings without asking, essentially borrowing without permission. No amount of complaining seemed to make a difference, and without locks on the doors, confronting her directly felt pointless. I needed to come up with a plan to stop her behavior before I lost more of my things. Then one day, something happened that I simply couldn't overlook. What? It's gone. How could this happen? Today, I had plans to meet a friend and wanted to wear a bracelet that belonged to my late mother. It's too precious to keep in the jewelry box, so I store it deep in my desk drawer. But now, it's missing. The only person who could have taken it is my mother-in-law. When I confronted her, she casually admitted to taking it. Oh, that bracelet, I just borrowed it. Borrowed it, then give it back immediately. I need it. I can't do that. Why not? Because I sold it. What? You sold it? Are you kidding me? Who sells someone else's belongings? Though shaken, I tried to stay composed. This isn't a joke. Give it back right now. It's not a lie. And by the way, most of the things I've borrowed from you, I sold those too. What on earth is wrong with you? As I argued with my mother-in-law, Ethan, who had just woken up, walked in. Ethan, listen to this, I explained hurriedly. Your mom sold my bracelet, the one that belonged to my late mother, and she's been selling off most of the things she's taken from me without asking. Mom, is this true? Ethan asked. Faced with the question, my mother-in-law just stuck out her tongue in a mock gesture. I'm on a fixed income. You know, I don't want to be a burden. But I really need that extra cash to make ends meet. Are you serious? What gives you the right to take my things? Don't be so upset. I didn't mean any harm. Didn't mean any harm? If you didn't mean any harm, you wouldn't be stealing and selling other people's things. Well, where did you sell it? You need to buy it back right now. Suddenly, Ethan shouted, enough is enough. His anger wasn't directed at his mother but at me. Confused, I asked him, why are you yelling at me, Ethan? Your mom took my bracelet without asking. Be quiet, I did it for Mom. Stop complaining. For Mom? Are you serious? Why should I have to give up my cherished belongings for her? Because it makes Mom happy. She's your mother-in-law. Show some respect and do as you're told. That was the breaking point for me. I couldn't stand his mother's theft and Ethan's support of her any longer. I can't live with people like this anymore. Fueled by frustration, I shouted, that's it, if you're not going to make things right, let's get a divorce. What? Are you joking about divorce? I'm not joking, I'm absolutely serious. Fine, whatever, I'll get the divorce papers today. Good, if you're set on that, I have no problem with it. Throughout our argument, his mother watched with a smirk of satisfaction. She never liked me, and it seemed her real goal was to get me out and take over the house with her son. That night, Ethan came home with the completed divorce papers. After signing them, I started packing. I decided I'd leave when the time was right. The next day, during my work break, I checked my phone and saw multiple missed calls from my sister, Sophia. Something urgent must have happened. I called her back, and she delivered shocking news. Wait, Sophia, is this for real? Yes, it's real. You won't believe it. It's not something you see around here. But why? I took a photo, so I'll send it to you. Check it out as soon as you can. Okay, I'll look for it. After hanging up, I received the photo from Sophia. It was clear evidence that could expose my mother-in-law. When I got home and was preparing dinner, Ethan burst in, visibly panicked. Emma, this is serious. What happened? My car, the one I've been dreaming of, is missing. That's really serious. Why are you so indifferent? You know how much that car means to me. I do. It's the car you finally bought last year after dreaming about it for so long. Exactly, so show some concern. We're still paying off the loan. Where could it have gone? Don't tell me. Emma, did you take it? Of course not. I have my own compact car. Plus, I know you'd be furious if I took yours. Then where? My eyes shifted to my mother-in-law, who quickly averted her gaze. That confirmed my suspicion. Ethan, I think your mom knows something about the car. What do you mean? How could mom be involved? Isn't that right, mother-in-law? As I questioned her, my mother-in-law's face went pale. What are you talking about, Emma? How is mom involved? I got a call from Sophia today. Sophia? Yes, she was out shopping and saw your mom driving your car. What? But that car is a foreign model, and it's blue. It's pretty noticeable. Sophia even recognized the license plate. Wait, what's going on here? Ethan, now visibly angry, turned to his mother. She began to stammer. No, Ethan, I just borrowed the car for a little while. Borrowed? Are you serious? I've told you many times not to touch that car. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to drive it. What did you do with the car? Did you just leave it somewhere? No, that's not it. I left the keys in the ignition. Someone must have stolen it. Stolen? Are you kidding me? I swear, I drove it home. I'm not lying. I pulled out the photo Sophia had sent me to confront her. Is this why you're lying, mother-in-law? Because you damaged the car. What the, Emma, where did you get that photo? The photo showed mother-in-law driving a severely damaged luxury car. My sister took this photo and sent it to me. You took Ethan's car and wrecked it so badly you couldn't drive it back, could you? No, that's not true. Where is the car? And if someone from the neighborhood had stolen it, someone would have seen something. Well, you see. Ethan, shaking with anger, yelled at his mother with a fierce look. Are you kidding me? You ruined my car, and now you say you sold it. Give it back now. Calm down, Ethan. Calm down, you're paying for the repairs. That's impossible. I've already sold the car. Sold it? That's not possible. The car is in my name. I found a dealer who said they would buy any car. They said I could sell it as a proxy, so I sold it for $4,000. What? $4,000? That luxury car is worth hundreds of thousands, even if sold now. Mother-in-law had been duped by a shady dealer who didn't know the car's true value. When Ethan realized the extent of the damage, he exploded with rage and berated her like never before. You've got to be kidding me. Do you have any idea how much that car meant to me? I'm sorry, Ethan. Sorry, you need to make this right. I'll cover the $4,000, but you need to forgive me. $4,000 doesn't even come close to covering the damage. Just get out. Ethan, visibly furious, forcibly kicked his mother out and locked the front door behind her. He turned to me, looking defeated. I never realized how toxic mom could be. I'm sorry for not supporting you before. It's about time you see it. Don't worry, I'm past it now. With her gone, we can be happy together again. Excuse me, no, we won't. What? You're not serious, are you? I want a divorce. His face went pale, and he clung to me desperately. Hold on, I just got rid of mom. Why divorce now? Can't you see? I'm done with you too. My decision to divorce stands. I have no intention of fixing things after everything that's happened. You've always sided with your mother. That's not fair, you're being too harsh. Harsh? You're the one who did nothing when I needed support. You're self-centered and useless. I can't stand you as much as I can't stand your mother. My feelings won't change. Emma, please calm down. Shut up. All of this happened because you decided to live with her. Reflect on that. I will never forgive you. You got what you deserved with the car. It serves you right. So you really feel that way? Absolutely. I hope you struggle with both the house mortgage and the car payments. It's the punishment you deserve. Take it as far as you can, you son of a... I left him with those words and grabbed my packed bags. I went straight to City Hall to file for divorce, deleting all his contact info and cutting ties completely. I later demanded compensation from my mother-in-law for selling my belongings without permission. She reluctantly started working to cover the costs, likely working for the rest of her life to pay off the debts. Ethan is now burdened with house and car loans. His life drastically changed. He no longer enjoys stress-relieving drives, spending his days confined to the house. Karma has certainly come around for both him and his mother. As for me, I moved to an apartment near my workplace. Now that I'm single again, I have more financial freedom and a much more peaceful life. It's my day off today, and I'm considering a drive to the beach. This is what freedom feels like. And I plan to embrace my new life to the fullest.